Shalom and welcome to eTeacherBiblical.com. I am Sigal. Let's talk today about what is Berit. If you talk today about Berit, you are invited to this ceremony of the circumcision of the boy, 8 days old boy. And also you see it in modern Hebrew embedded with many, many words. For example, if you want to say United States, you would say Artzot Habrit, which means the lands or the countries of the treaty, of the covenant. So indeed, is it a covenant? It is. Let's see again. Always I like to see the dictionary. Berit. Modern Israeli pronunciation would be something like Brit. Very fast, like silent Sheva, Brit, but biblical Berit. Covenant, agreement. It can either be in the Bible in between persons, in between God and animals, or stones, or fields, and of course between God and mankind. There are many, many ways to see this covenant. It can be by just declaration. The Lord is talking to Abraham and is telling him, I'm going to increase your seeds. And saying you can count the stars, you know that you're going to be as many as the stars that you see in the heavens. Also, the same thing is when the treaty is the sign of agreement is signed in between Noach and the people. You can see the ark as a sign of a covenant. So many times when you raise your hand to the sky and you see the ark, you can think, oh, that's the covenant between me and the Lord. I've chosen some expressions that I think very nice with the word Brit. The first one is Ot Haberit. Ot is a sign and Haberit is the covenant, treaty, agreement, unity. Ot Haberit, which means the token of the covenant. Another one is Luchot Haberit, which means the tables of the covenant, Luchot Habrit. And next one is Aron Berit Adonai, or just Aron Haberit, which would refer to the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord, or to just the Ark of the Covenant. And the next one is Berit Mela, which is a covenant of salt. So what is Berit Mela? So just before we continue, if you look for the word Brit in the Bible, you're going to find it around 260 times in the Bible. But let's talk a little bit more about Berit Melach, because I was asked about it and I think it's a wonderful question. So what is this Berit Melach? It is it is a covenant of salt. So Berit is a covenant and Melach is a salt. This is a notion of showing permanence, strong covenant. It is very well reflected within modern idioms like Melach haaretz, the salt of the earth. We have this expression also in Hebrew, you have it in English. It is not only someone that is strong, but also someone that is very permanent, very present. So the same idea is, I think, was actually establishing this notion from the Bible, from Berit Melach. It appears in the Bible in two occasions. The first one, the second one is Numbers 18:19. Berit Melach olam hi lifnei Adonai lecha ulezacha itach. It is a covenant of salt forever before the Lord unto thee and to thy seed with thee. You want maybe to see something really, really beautiful. I think we have mentioned that before, but just in case. So this is the word he, which means she in Hebrew. And you see something really odd with this vav here. Doesn't seem like the vowel E for Hebrew, which would most likely take this yod. It's very nice to see that here, because if you're going to see this third person feminine singular she, you will probably see it only within the Torah within the first 5 books. Other places you would see the one with the yod. Nevertheless, you want to read it as he, either if you see it like that, or you want to read it he if you see it like that. We don't know exactly what was the process, but we assume that when the scribes came to write the text, there is such a similarity in between the Vav and the Yod, so maybe this was the result of copying what they thought they saw. So either way, you're going to read it as he, and the vowel pointing is the indication for the third person feminine singular, which in this case, of course, is referring to the word berit, which is, of course, a feminine noun. So the next appearance, which actually the first chronologically speaking, is Leviticus 2:13. Let's read it together now. And while me reading it first, maybe you want to find how many times the root salt is appearing in this verse. So remember, salt in Hebrew is Melach. So this is the word Melach, salt. Look how brilliant the Bible is working. Let's read it now. V'chol korban minchatecha b'melach timlach ve'lo tashbit melach berit Elohecha me'al minchatecha al kol korbancha takriv melach. So, and every oblation of thy meat offering shall thou season with salt, neither shalt thou suffer with the salt of the covenant of thy God to be lacking from the meat offering. With all thine offering thou shalt offer salt. So, let's see how many salts did you find here. Okay, let's circle them together. We have one of them here, melach. We have the same root exactly here within a verb. We have the same root exactly here within the noun. And we have another time here within the noun. So this treaty, this covenant was done probably during or including food. In both cases, that's what I read in some commentaries. In this one and in this one. So thank you for the question, and I want to see you very, very soon again as lehitraot.